In 2013, this Dell Optiplex sat under someone's desk doing spreadsheets in Outlook. Fast forward to today, and we're going to try and make this into a cool Windows XP retro box. Welcome to RetroBus. My name is Bill, and today we're going to make an easy and affordable Windows XP retro box. You know, finding appropriate hardware from that era is very difficult for some people. They're hard to find and they're expensive, but you know, these ex-office machines are everywhere. So this is going to make it really easy for anyone that's interested in reliving those awesome XP memories in a cheap and affordable, fun way that everyone can access. So I picked this up a couple of days ago on Facebook Marketplace for $20. You know, there's lots of these. There's also the HP equivalents as well. They are just everywhere. Cheap, easy, great quality, really well built boxes. And you know what? They don't take up a lot of space, which is really good. You know, space is an issue. My wife complains about it all the time. I've got these big boxes everywhere. So, you know, building one of these, you've got a nice, convenient little box to just plug up, fire up your games. And you know, that Windows XP era was the real gaming era that a lot of us lived through and a lot of us have fun memories. This allows you to have a nice, convenient little box you can plug up, start playing games whenever you feel like it. What I have here is an i3, and you know, that's fine. You don't need to get an i5 or an i7. An i3 is fine from 2013 for Windows XP. It's going to run it very comfortably. And you know what? If you can get a cheaper i3 than spending more on an i7, just go for the i3 and get a dedicated graphics card. That's probably more important. So, you know, these are like over 15 years old now. So a lot of people are dumping them, getting rid of them, and they can't get much money for them. So these are really, really cheap to pick up. You know, if you're ever interested in running Windows XP, this is going to be the cheapest way to do it right now. Really, I've gotten a few of these for free. People put them on Marketplace saying, come collect them and leave them out the front of their house. I mean, just look at this. This is just I've just done a random search for an Optiplex 3010, even though this is a 3090. You know, here we go, 30 bucks. He's got 25 of them. No hard drives, 4 gig of RAM, all you need. Just whack a hard drive in here, SSD if you really want more performance, and a cheap video card, and you're good to go. Look at that. So what you want to look for is really an i3, i5, i7, third generation, fourth generation max. So that's an i3, i5, i7 with a 2000 number, 3000 number, or 4000 number after it. They are the last ones to really properly support Windows XP. 4000 is still a bit on the edge, but you can get it to work pretty comfortably. So what I'll do is we'll go ahead and build this one. I'm going to put a discrete graphics card in this, and then we'll benchmark it and see how it goes as a cool little gaming box. So having a look at it, you know what? It's in very good nick. It's actually still got some of the plastic that's still stuck on it. You know, it was never taken off. Look at this. This is in great nick. I suspect this was in probably someone's office at some stage. You know, here we go. Manufacture date 2013. Windows 7 came with back in its day. But yeah, look at it. I mean, it's a great little box in excellent condition, you know, and they look pretty damn good too. Let's have a look inside. So these are great little boxes. They really are really well built, really easy to open. It's got a little latch here. Make sure it's not padlocked, obviously. Great little latch here. Just pull that open, and up she lifts. Done, and you're in. So put that over here. Got a case open sensor, so it'll know if the case has been opened. Here we go. So PCIe slot, really cool. I'm going to utilize that. Put a slimline card in there. Get us much better graphics than the integrated one. But opening them, pulling them apart, so easy. These were so well built. It's interesting. Look at the power cable for the CD-ROM there. Just straight off the power supply. So to get the DVD out, just lift this little tab and it just slides open, and that's it. Done. You can just unplug it. There you go. So to get the hard drive out, there's a little lock here, so you can see it. What you do with this is you just push it up and it should just click like that, and then this whole assembly just comes right out, and then hard drive goes into that cage, and you can access the RAM. So what I've done is, it had one RAM stick. I've put two in there, two 2GB sticks, because XP can only handle 4GB anyway, the 32-bit version, which is what I'm planning to install. Rather than having a one 4GB stick, I've got two 2GB. hoping it'll utilize dual channel, give us a little bit more extra performance. Otherwise, look at this heatsink here. It's a big boy, isn't it? Yeah, so got the fins in there, a few heat pipes, and yeah, it just basically got a big fan and it just shoots the exhaust air out the back. So yeah, great, compact little beast of a machine. Very cool. Massive goddamn power supply. Look at this, takes up the whole side of the case. What I might do is just actually get this fan off and have a look at those fins, just clean up any dust build up that it may have over the years. And there's quite a bit of dust inside here, so I'm just going to get all that out, just brush it all out. This probably hasn't been taken off since manufacture date. So I've managed to actually open it, which is making it much easier to clean inside. There you go, that looks much better. You know what, since I'm in the neighborhood, I may as well take this out and just clean it up and repaste it. Ugh, glad I did. Yeah, pretty dusty and that paste. Okay, so there we have it, i3 3220. You know what, I have noticed we've got an intake fan here and it's pretty dusty, so I might get that out as well. Oh wow. Oh yeah, that needs attention. Look at that, that is absolutely caked in there. Don't know how it got any airflow, to be honest. There we go, that's much better. So yeah, dusted all that out. All the inside and the fan, much cleaner. Okay, yeah, look at that, so much cleaner, much nicer. These boxes are so easy to maintain. They're really great. I mean, this faceplate just comes off so easily, clicks back on easily. Very well made. Look at that. Now, I think I'm going to have to get pretty heavy-handed on the paste because, you know, that's a flat surface. This, not so much so. So I can see why they went a bit heavy-handed because, you know, it's got to get in and fill all those gaps. We don't want any air, maximum contact to transfer that heat. Normally, there's no way I would apply this much, but, you know, given the circumstances. Yeah, so we'll get our fan back on. Okay, so I've got a hard drive. Seagate Barracuda, 7200 RPM, 160 gig, I think. Easy, just slots into this cage. As such, clicks in, beautiful. Then, got our little two dots there. The two dots line up. I'll clear some space. And then just comes down. It's a bit tight in there. Comes down. There we go. And then our little lock here. Just pull it down. Beautiful. So well designed. And, you know, here's our optical drive. This is, you know, perfect for Windows XP because you really needed optical stuff back then. So yeah, again, easy. There we go. And then it just slides in and clicks in place. Too easy. Here I have a GeForce 430 GT. Not a powerhouse, but we are only doing Windows XP gaming, so I think this is going to be a great card. And most importantly, it has to fit. You know, we need the slim graphics to be able to fit in this box. But yeah, it's pretty clean. I had a look at it. I don't think I need to repaste it or clean it. It's in great nick. So I'll get this bad boy in there. And this is so cool. You don't need screws or anything. This actually just unclicks. You put what you need in there, and then you just close it again. So here we go. And you know, it doesn't need extra power either. Okay, so let's get this, squeeze this guy in here. There's not much real estate. Oh, can we do it? I think we can. All right, I heard a click. Looks like it's in. Click that down. Done. Look at that. We don't. Absolutely optimizing the space we have here. Okay, so I got my Windows XP CD in there. Hard drive's all plugged in. Let's turn her on. There we go. All right. Now to get into the BIOS, you got to hit F12 on these guys. F12, well, actually loads the boot menu, but you can go to the BIOS as well. Okay, so here we are in BIOS. Let's select our DVD drive to boot from. Okay, wonderful. We are all booting. Okay, running into problems already. It wouldn't be one of my videos without it, would it? Let's have a look. Okay, I think I need to set up as ATA mode. But it has a BIOS password, yay! All right. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try and get in there and do a BIOS reset. On these motherboards, you really got to find the jumper, and I think this is the one there. So it looks like, there it is, password clear. Okay, let's see if that has worked. Hardware jumper is removed to override system password. Oh, wonderful, yep. So all our options are there now. So that has worked, excellent. Okay, let's change our hard drive to ATA mode. Okay, so let's try again. I think all the settings should be right. So the RAM's good. I think it was really the hard drive setting. So we'll boot from our Windows XP CD again and give it another crack. Okay, looking much better this time. Let's go. Progress to the hard drive. Yes, we are well and truly on our way now. This is looking good.
You know, the beauty of getting these older corporate type boxes, lots of excellent support. Look at this. You just go to the Dell website, Optiplex 3010. You can select your operating system, and this system is so flexible. You can go from Windows XP all the way to Windows 10. Otherwise, alternatively, you can use a Snappy driver as well. And that's a pretty good utility that just, grabs all the drivers and installs them for you.
Okay, let's play some Warcraft 3. I absolutely love this game. I was really obsessed with this for quite a while. Let's have a look at our options. Our video is at 1024, 768, 32-bit, and I've just put everything on high. Don't know how I'm going to go with computer normal. Orc is the team that I used to play. Loved my Orc. Orc and Undead were my favorites. I really struggled against Night Elf with Orc. So if I had a Night Elf player, I'd always choose Undead. Okay, so it looks to be locked at 60 frames per second. I'm not sure if I'll turn VSync off. Let's see if that's going to be... Okay, even with VSync off, it's just 60 frames, so the game must be capped at 60, which, is perfectly fine. Yeah, so with Warcraft 3, they introduced a hero unit, so that was a unit that you would... okay, I need more bros. That was a unit that you'd actually level up. And it became very important to keep him alive, because they usually did a lot of damage. There we go. Oh, trapped him. Oh, the enemy hero. That's pretty good. It's going to give me a good level up. Oh man, here comes the rest of his army. Oh, they retreated. Oh man, am I winning or losing? I don't know. Let's have a look. Not looking good. Oh, let's get back. I don't know. Yeah, game is running excellent. I wish I remember when I ran this game when there was a lot of units on the screen. Yeah, it really did start getting choppy once there was a lot of units on the screen. I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm in trouble. Oh my god, my hero died just as I teleported home. Okay, you know what? No, I think that's enough of this one, but you know what? I love playing this game again. I'm just right back into it, honestly. I just wanted to fire it up to see how it ran, but I'm really invested in this game now. Really enjoyed playing this. It's so much fun playing this with friends. Alright, let's get on to some Need for Speed Most Wanted. Detail max. Oh, okay, 1024 is the highest it does. Alright, that's fine. We'll do that. Okay, these frame rates look great already. Look at that. Yeah, these graphics look awesome. Window reflections look interesting. Yeah, the good old Bloom. Remember Bloom? They really would just blow out all the highlights of the main. Everything would just be fuzzy. But this doesn't look too bad. This frame rate is unbelievable for this game. Very nice. Running it very comfortably. Really not going below 90, is it? Here we go. Let's have a look at that NOS effect. Whoa, like a rocket ship. Oh, motion blur out of control. Nice. I'm glad the NOS does recharge. It's a very nice little course that they designed here, actually. Yeah, the graphics are really, again, going up a notch here when it came to the Need for Speed franchise. This was one of those ones that really had a bit of a leap in graphics. The hardware at the time really did struggle with it. I mean, this hardware is obviously way, way ahead. Yeah, the car models are just so much more detailed. Nice reflections, much more detailed courses, maps. You can see like water towers and the tree, the foliage, the roads, just way more details. As you know, we were just pushing more polygons and pixels back then. The hardware was improving as well, but this hardware, this little beast, little XP gaming machine, handles it really well. Yeah, that was great. Smooth as silk, can't ask for any more. Okay, let's try some Call of Juarez. Yeah, this looks lovely, look at that. Very nice. Great frame rate. The water reflections are great, don't they? Look at that. Yeah, the frame rate's starting to struggle a little bit now. We've got a lot of things on screen. Still looks really good though. So this game did come out much later. This is a 2006 game, so we can sort of see the big difference. So yeah, Call of Juarez was made by a Polish studio called Techland, actually. It was a nice break, actually, because at the time, there was nothing but, well, there was lots and lots of World War II shooters, Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, they were getting all the attention. And, something a little bit different really did make a splash. It was nice to have a bit of change of scenery and, play a Western. Yeah, frame rates are dipping a bit now because it is rendering quite a big world map here. Doing a pretty good job of it. I don't know trouble, boy. Alright, he's let me into town. Watch out. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Oh, that was quite the camera zoom. Look at that, telescopic. Oh, objective steel Susie's gun. Oh, I'd love to. Get us a whiskey partner. The frame rate's really firing up here. Look at this. Hitting the hundreds. Indoor environments are handled very well, aren't they? Let's go pay Susie a visit. What? Get out of my way. Oh, man. I haven't got a gun or I would blast you right now. Oh, yep, go around back. No problem, sweetheart.
Hi, Susie.
Oh, man, I'm in trouble. Alright, looks like I'm making a run for it. Get out of there, buddy! Oh. What the hell are you two doing? Hey? Alright. You know what? I think I've had enough fun. Oh, this game looks great. I think I'll call it there. Alright, Unreal Tournament 2004. Wow, look at this frame rate, it's insane. I mean, this engine was actually really well built. It was very efficient. In a lot of retro hardware that I try, it really does run really well. Oh, these frame rates are insane. I'm getting 500s. Yeah, I think I need to crank the resolution up. Surely it's got to go higher than 1024 by 768. I'm not sure why that's giving me the max, but oh, here we go. Dual wheeled. I really like this map. It's just got lots of really nice elements, lots of really great lighting and textures. These textures look great. Look at the lighting. Oh wow. Oh, blood splatter. So when I got hit, it's just left blood splatter. Oh, there we go, more of it. Yes, these textures look awesome. Look at that detail. And that frame rate does not care. Yep, so yeah, everything's absolutely maxed out. See the greenery. Yeah, this really was such a big leap. Unreal 2004. 2003 was awesome, and then 2004 just took it up even more. The graphics just look amazing. When I first saw this, I was blown away. And just amazed at how well it rendered it. Even with the hardware that I had back in the day, it wasn't as good as this, nowhere near as good as this, but it handled it pretty damn good. Just a really well-built engine. We can safely say this system handles it with complete ease. I don't think I've seen the frame rate drop below 200. Great little system. Easy to build this. Not going to cost you much at all, but look at the gaming experience you're going to get. Okay, we can't go further without trying Far Cry, can we? No. Yes, so released in March 2004, Far Cry was developed by Crytek and published by Ubisoft. This really pushed hardware back in its day. I've just set everything to very high, and our resolution is 1024 768 at 32-bit color. Okay, yeah, these are pretty outrageous frame rates, especially given, when this was released, you couldn't dream about frame rates like this. Textures are looking fantastic. Look at the bump mapping across that pipe. That looks great. Okay, so we're still 300s, but this is a closed space. It's when we get out into the world that the real story starts to show. I doubt it's going to impact it too much. There we go, mid hundreds. And it looks awesome. Look at that water. And the foliage, very nice. Yeah, these are ridiculous frame rates. Very playable. You would crank it up probably a little bit higher resolution. And you know, when you put the details up to very high, that's when I realized that's when the fishies appear. That's why I never saw the fishies when I played the game. There was no way I'd run it at this high settings. But yeah, look at that. This looks gorgeous. And runs silky smooth. So good. This is awesome. You know, look, this is, again, a great little machine. That video card, the screen video card, obviously helps so much. I have run this on the integrated video card. You'll probably get something playable, but it won't be anywhere near this good. And it's worth just having a discrete one, even if it isn't top of the Okay, you know what? I couldn't resist. I'm gonna go full HD and very high quality. Let's see how we go. Oh, wow. Oh, this looks amazing. And that frame rate, very comfortable. Look at that. The details though, oh, it's so sharp on this resolution. Oh, this looks awesome. Oh man, I couldn't have dreamt of playing this game at this sort of resolution. This looks great. Yeah, I must say I'm very impressed by that little card. It is really lifting its weight. Let's go get in some trouble. See how it responds under a little bit of a firefight. Oh, I can't get over how good this looks. This is so sharp. Graphics this good, running this well. Oh, look at this. Right, the water here through this forest. Oh, so good. All right. So responsive. Oh, wow. So smooth. This resolution even. Oh, look, this is great. You know, couldn't ask any more. Let's go, Quake. Okay, resolution. Again, full HD. Why not? 1920 by 1080. Got a 60 frame here. I wonder if this is capped. I'm not sure. But we'll have a look. Quake 4. Let's do it. Okay, so Quake 4 was released in 2005. It is the same ID Tech 4 engine. That was the same one that they used in Doom 3. Now, obviously, this was a move away from the Quake, massive move from Quake 3. Very different game. Moving away from that sharp, quick action shooter to something more cinematic. Frame rate seems to be locked at 60. But I can't seem to, I don't know how to disable that frame lock. VSync is off. But the game, oh, look at these effects, graphics, this looks amazing. See these textures are really high quality. You get thrown straight into the action here. Look at the lighting effects, fantastic. Really nice, isn't it? I really feel like it can do much better than 60 frames, to be honest. It is locked on hard at 60. So which, you know, tells me it's probably going to do better than that if we were to unleash it. What's he doing? There we go, something with a bit more damage to it. Yeah, this is a great looking game. Runs it very comfortably. I remember when this came out, a friend of mine showed me, he got it before me, and he was just showing it to me. I was like, look at this. But it ran so bad on his computer, it was slow motion. And you know, there was no way he had the resolution this high. The resolution was cranked right down and it was dragging. This setup is just handling it with complete comfort. Oof. Whoa. Really forgot about that. I've not played this in so long. Look at these guys. A system this cheap running this game so well, lots of fun. I mean, obviously with any modern day computer, you're going to be running this game pretty comfortably anyway. But you know, on a little retro box, running Windows XP, and I think running Windows XP, the operating system, is a key part of that retro feel. Yes, you can get these games running on Windows 10 and 11, but you know, I think running them on Windows XP, Windows 2000 is just that little bit extra special. All right, I'll leave this one. Runs it very, very well. Age-old question, can it run Crysis? So yes, here we are with the infamous Crysis, launched in 2007 using the CryEngine 2. You know, and ever since we've been asking ourselves the same question: can it run Crysis? It's become pretty much a benchmark. Let's have a look at our system settings, graphics. Should we go full HD? Why not? All right, let's try it. Can our little beast run it well? I'm going to find out in a couple of seconds. Out of the plane finally, and frame rate, not the best. Looks amazing. I mean, this is full HD after all. But yeah, 15 frames per second. This looks great. Graphics look fantastic. Frame rate's not the best. This is probably asking a bit too much of it. Yeah, look, it is a bit tricky to aim when it's a little bit laggy. Look, we're asking a bit too much of it. You know what? I'll lower the resolution. Okay, so yeah, 1024, 768. I'm getting a much nicer frame rate here now. 40s, 30s, mid 30s. Looking pretty good. Time for that iconic sunrise. One of the most beautiful sunrises in gaming. Not exactly the same as full HD, but you know, it's pretty good. Pretty good. And you know, the frame rate, you need to be able to play the thing, don't you? Yeah, look, this frame rate, you know, it's holding this frame rate pretty well, I must say. Oh, the trees were destructive, so if you shot through them, they fell down. These frame rates are very good. Now, for this is Crysis, we have to keep that in mind. Oh, here we go. You know what? Just park it here, and we can say, well, can it run Crysis? Yes, I think it can. With a caveat. At a lower resolution, it can run it very well. So there it is. You know, the outcome surprised me to a degree. You know, I knew it would be able to handle those games, but it really performed outstandingly, especially when we switched some of them to full HD. It ran excellent. You know, what a great little box. Look at it. And, you know, it's tiny. It doesn't take up any of your space. You can easily just put this underneath the desk and plug it up, or have a KVM switch to your little retro box whenever you want to go. You know, it's not intrusive. And, you know, it really allows anybody to enter the hobby at a very affordable price. $20 this box cost me, and I've had a look online. These graphics cards, those GT 430s, they go for another $20 or so. For $40, you know, you've got something that can handle pretty much anything that came out in that Windows XP era. And really well built, you know, the way that those components in there just all plug in, really well designed. And I'm sure tons of these have been thrown out, which, yeah, is a real shame. They're great little boxes. It's great to give them a second look, you know. I really am all for recycling and reusing things if we can. If you want to support my channel, you can do so through Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee. Link is in the description. Thank you to everybody that does. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And you know what? If you put an SSD hard drive in this, I imagine the performance would get even better. So, you know, this was very stock standard, you know, spinning hard drive. I'm sure you could squeeze out even more performance, but you know, again, you don't need much RAM. 4 gig is all you need. And with RAM prices these days, I'm sure you can get hold of DDR3 pretty easily. So I had a lot of fun building this and, you know, reliving some of these games that I haven't played in quite a while. So really great experience. Thank you for watching. I had a great time. I hope you did too. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you.